it is time. It is time for the review that everybody's been waiting for. Yeah, everybody's been waiting for. The craziest of teams. The owner that cannot figure out what he wants to do, what he wants out of his GM, what he wants as a head coach, except for that he loves DeMarcus Cousins. Yes, I am talking about the Sacramento Kings. They're coached by George Karl now, of all people. So that's an interesting aspect. He already has started off this year on the hot seat with the way he's kind of talked about DeMarcus Cousins and trying to get him traded and trying to get Vlade Divac, the GM, on board. Don't trade DeMarcus Cousins. Just don't do it. Anyway, let's look at the roster. So, Rajon Rondo they picked up out of free agency. Yes. After all the trade rumors, they ended up with Rajon Rondo. When Rondo didn't even want to be there in the first place. He managed to sign there because nobody else wanted him. At the 2, we have Ben McLemore. Last year he averaged 12.1 points per game. Look for him, hopefully, to make another leap in his development this season, be more of a consistent guy in percentages. At the 3, we have Rudy Gay, secretly one of the best fantasy guys you can have. His percentages aren't perfect, but the guy averaged 21.1 points per game last season, averaged 5.9 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and a steal. So, I mean, the guy's all over the floor, and he shot from 3 pretty consistently. So look out for him. Also, this is a guy who was on the national team over the summer and won the FIBA World Cup for the U.S. Basically what isn't the Olympics nowadays. They're trying to match soccer. We kind of care about it, I guess. It's basketball during the summer. Anyway, at the 4, also a guy who played on the national team a couple summers ago, has really come into his own. The one, the only, Boogie Cousins. DeMarcus, 24.1 points per game for him, 12.7 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.7 blocks. He did average 4.3 turnovers because he doesn't like playing with people. However, he is a monster talent. You're going to be seeing him make an all-star team this year, and he is arguably the best center in the league. So keep an eye on him. Also, on this team, you will see Costa Koufos coming in after his stints with the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's take a look at the bench here. We have Darren Collison. Was the starting point guard for Sacramento last season. Guy who can be injury prone. He averaged 16.1 points per game, 5.6 assists, and 1.49 steals. This is a team that got a lot of steals, and were really showing that they could win games early on in the season last year if they didn't have a fallout with DeMarcus Cousins getting injured and losing their coach. This might have been a better team. They were fun to watch. I saw them play last year. Against Portland when they came up. Actually, it happened to be the game LaMarcus hurt his thumb. They had pieces. So will George Karl take control of that and point him in the right direction? We also have Marco Bellinelli coming in from the Spurs. This is a guy who can really light up the scoreboard when he wants to. 3-point shooter has won multiple 3-point contests. We also have the veteran, former 20 points a game scorer, Caron Butler, and their first draft pick, Willie Cauley-Stein. Look for him to try to bolster this defense and big man rotation with DeMarcus Cousins. They're both Kentucky guys, so watch out for that. Some questions for this team. Can Coach Karl point his superstar in the right direction into growing into one of the best players in the league and possibly pushing them to a playoff berth? It's possible. I mean, George Karl has done some great things with the likes of the Bucks, with the likes of the Supersonics, with the likes of the Nuggets. He was coach of the year before he got fired there, which makes all the sense in the world. However, will he be able to push this team? I'm not 100% certain. They will be better than last year, though. Will this team make the playoffs? Well, with my prediction, as you see here, I have them at 43 wins and 39 losses. I do not have them making the playoffs. There's just the top end of the West is too strong, and even down through 8 teams this year, you have more consistent, disciplined teams that are going to end up in the playoffs this season. My prediction, 43 wins, 39 losses. And yes, this is a bit of a shorter video for a team that I made a big deal about. But anyway, Sacramento has a lot of good things going for them. You know, as long as they keep George Karl as coach and their owner lets him do what he's great at, and as long as the owner takes suggestions of what players to get for George Karl to kind of mold them into his system, Sacramento could be scary. They could definitely be scary. Yeah, so check them out. So this has been the NBA season preview for the Sacramento Kings. You can get ahead and like this video. You can subscribe to my channel, The Analyst32. You can also follow me on Twitter at The Analyst32 as well. So, thank you for watching. This has been the NBA season preview. Have a good one.